Hi, this is David Farkas with Red Dot Forum. Thanks for joining me. I'm here at Photokina 2016 in the Leica booth, and I'm sitting with Stephan Schulz, who's the Global Director of the new Business Unit Professional for Leica.
Hi David, good to see you here. It's good to talk to you.
Pleasure to talk to you as well, too. So, can you tell me a little bit more about this new Professional Business Unit or Professional Division at Leica?
We have just founded this new business unit in order to be even closer to our very important photography customers, for the professionals as well as to the very enthusiastic users of our S system, SL system and CINA assortment. And also in order to support a little bit more our CW Sonder Optic colleagues by distributing their products.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, the CW Sonder Optic they're the maker of the really super high quality Cine lenses, the Leica Cine Summoluxes and Summachron C lenses.
We were last year very busy by building up product lines, starting with the S system, starting with the acquisition of CINA Photography AG, and last but not least, last year by introducing the new SL system. And we think we need now also increase our customer focus a little bit more.
Okay, yeah, so I mean, obviously, I think the news here at this Photokina is all about the SL. That's really where the focus is, showing off the new roadmap. The camera was just launched in October, so it's still pretty new to the market. And you know, right now there's the 24-90 zoom, the 90-280, and now we've got the 51-4 and 4 new lenses coming immediately after that. But a lot of people want to know, okay, we get it, there's a lot of excitement and buzz about the SL, but what about the S? What's happening with the S system?
Yeah. So the S system, and many people maybe forgot that because the SL introduction was very strong last year. We just introduced a new camera body in August last year, the S007, with some really good improvements. We have always our ear on the market. People ask for more speed because it's in handling like a 35mm camera, and we added the speed in order to make that happen. We did improve the dynamic range up to 15 f-stops. We did improve the ISO capabilities, that you have a more versatile product that you can use even under low light conditions with very good results, and a lot of small things also on the side how to operate the product. Since the introduction, by the way, we have done 3 major firmware upgrades in order to improve the product. Everything based on what we have listened from our customers.
Yeah, definitely. We're just before this Photokina, there was version 4 was launched for the S007, and a lot of great functionality. Actually, the whole user interface has actually been updated and modified to be a lot more readable. And there's other nice improvements as well, like for instance, listening to this customer's not using the metric system, that you can actually now set the depth of field markings in feet. So those are some nice changes. But to me, it's nice to see all of the firmware updates. As you said, 3 major updates just since last August. And also there's updates for the Type 006 as well as the S2 in that time frame as well.
Yeah, I think that's important that our customers who invested very early in the S system see that we take care for their products, to keep it updated, to build in as much as we can in order to give them the best solution. Also with this early products, the S2 and S2P. This is still important for us and for our customers as well.
So, I'm getting a lot of people asking me, and they're saying, well, has Leica been in the S system? If I look at, obviously the camera is pretty new, and you've gotten all these firmware updates that have come out with it, but what would you say to them who say, Leica just doesn't really care about the S system, they just focus on the SL now, what's for us?
Yeah. I think here and there people have the opinion because the market does show some really nice improvements in the medium format segment from competition as well. We think this is very positive. That shows how significant medium format products are. The S is a special product that has a very versatile range, so that goes beyond resolution only. We think speed, versatility, and so on. It's also very important, but for sure we listen to what people say, and we will listen more closely for the next coming months in order to see what could be an upgrade for next generation.
I think that's probably good news for a lot of S owners who are certainly wondering where Leica stands on that. When I look at the S system, I think what maybe not everyone realizes is just how complete a system it is right now. The S2 was launched in 2008, and actually just within 4 years' time there was 10 lenses, and I think it's a pretty nice lens portfolio. The last one launched actually was the last Photokina, which is this 100 F2, which is an awesome little portrait lens, low light lens, and it just goes to show kind of that design philosophy at Leica. So at least when I'm looking at the S system as a longtime S owner, I really love the flexibility I have with the lenses. So many 2.5, F2, 2A lenses. They're really fast, and there's no compromise in terms of image quality. They're all just awesome performers. And I think that's one of the greatest strengths of the S system, and to know that Leica really cares and is listening and understands where things might go, I think people's investment in the lens is certainly secure. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. The investments in the lenses is always a long-term investments. Lenses stay for a long time. And the S system is a pretty much compact system, but the only one with very fast lenses, the only one with a dual shutter system. You can get more compact systems, but sometimes they only have central shutter capability, others have only focal plane shutter. So we have built in everything in order to have really the versatile system. And this is something very important, and for sure we will continue to push the development of the S system as well as with the SL and the other systems. But we think this system is already very mature. Many people like to use it, to take photographs, to work with it, and we get a lot of positive feedbacks.
Obviously, we're seeing all of these 50, 60, 80, 100 megapixel digital backs. And yes, I think a lot of people do want to know about resolution.
So for sure, resolution is always something that has driven innovation in digital camera market for the last 15 years. And it will continue to drive and to attract people. But on the other side, more and more photographers ask themselves, what do I really need? What you can see here at Photokina, it's in our exhibition, photographs that are 3 meters high, done with this camera with 37 megapixels, you can make really huge images. But on the other side, we listen carefully, because we want not to tell people what they need. We hear what they would like to have, and we always find an appropriate solution, but always on a mature technology with nice features, not degrading some of the product features that are already there. We think dynamic range is important, and many small pixel sensors loose on that side, and that needs a solution, and that needs time.
Clearly, it's not exactly an easy problem to fix, and Leica's not just using off-the-shelf hardware. I don't think a lot of people realize that, but the sensors, the electronic viewfinder, for instance, the SL, these are exclusive to Leica. These are technologies that are developed for Leica or in-house at Leica, and I think a lot of people don't really give Leica the credit when it comes to the digital technology as much as everyone just assumes, of course, Leica lenses are the best. But nobody, they don't say, well, Leica also has cutting-edge digital technology, and I think that's a shame because that as much of the image-making process as the lens, too.
Yeah, somehow it's maybe not funny, but we have started 10 years ago. We have now 10 years digital M with our first digital product. During that time, we developed a second M, the M9, a third M, the M240, the monochrome versions. We developed the complete S system. Now with the third camera body, we developed the whole T system with the body and lenses. We developed the SL and some other cameras around that. So that was really huge innovation also on the electronics side within the last 10 years, more than even bigger companies were not able to bring. So I think we have one of the most nice full-frame mirrorless systems with the SL. And we think you couldn't do that if you don't know how to make electronics in a good way.
Or lenses that can go with it. And just what I've seen and heard here at Photokina, I think the SL lenses are going to be over there, are going to be pretty mind-blowing in terms of quality. You know, already S lenses are top of the game, and I think SL lenses are right there with it.
Yeah. So we don't stop to innovate, and with the SL lenses, this is really the next step of 35mm autofocus lenses. And so that will be a new benchmark, as we already did with the 2490 and 9280. These are zoom lenses, I think, that already show in a good way what you can do if you concentrate on optics, and based on the Leica heritage of being in the optics always an ambitious company, what you can do. And we will continue that also with the prime lenses.
Yeah, I definitely get that feeling. So I think everyone's going to really like those. I have one other question when it comes to the professional division, and another question that comes up related to the S system, which is customer care and service. So is there anything being done with this reorganization to address some of the concerns in terms of timeliness and turnaround times and communication with customers or loaner equipment, all of these type of things?
So some of the concerns have to do with the growth of Leica and the speed of growth, and we were not always able to follow on the customer care side. But with the business unit, it's something additionally we need and we would like to do. If people make their life with photography, they need to have that tool every day. This is maybe different with photo enthusiasts. They can maybe accept to have a few days or weeks to wait for a repair. But for people who make their life with their tools, they need to have every day something working. And this is something we need to set up organizational-wise, how to do that. But this is our target, to have really fast support. And this will get an improvement for everybody. That besides the focus on products and product lines, and this was the main focus of the company in the last years, we improved the focus on customers. We did listen carefully, but we would do more, not only listen, but also treat customers more actively, more close linked to the company. And this is, I think, a good step for us and for our customers.
I think so too. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more coverage from Photokina 2016. Thanks so much, Stephan. I appreciate it.
Thanks, David.